it's not super important that all the things that you write at the beginning of the process are relevant to the final product, right?
No.
So you can make choices and you can play with the ideas. You can, you can throw things to the wall, and then eventually you can see what sticks by, and not being afraid of that process of playing with your ideas at the beginning.
And then when you're playing with ideas, you are thinking, well, maybe there's an experimental aspect to it. And it is extremely useful, as you pointed out. And we built this into Essay, that when you write your first draft of something, which is an essay, an attempt to answer an important question, that you want to play, you want to cover more territory than you need to understand how to map the territory properly. And you have to be willing to give yourself some room in order to do that. And you might think, well, that's hard because it's hard to write, and who wants to write more than they have to? But the truth of the matter is that if you're willing to let yourself be a fool when you write and play, then it actually is easier, because every word doesn't have to be perfect when you first write it down, and you can play even with ideas that you don't really believe.
Yeah, I had a very difficult time with that when I was writing in university, and that was one of the things you were always trying to hammer home with me, because I have a tendency towards perfectionism with writing, right?
Yeah.
To not let myself write something that isn't edited, essentially.
Yeah.
Right?
There are actually two parts of your brain. This is an oversimplification, but you have a producer and an editor.
Right.
And they interfere with one another, because the producer produces and the editor cuts and stops and criticizes. And so if you try to produce and edit at the same time, you're actually running two processes that don't work together.
Right.
You want to let go of the constraints first and see where it goes.